Welcome to my library. My name is Melissa, and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. It's the first week of February, actually, and I am about to head to the pool with my husband. It's like 81 degrees outside, and it's so beautiful, so sunny. And actually, life update, I ended up deciding to go with that job offer that I got. So anyways, work is really chill, and so I'm gonna head to the pool and read and just enjoy life. So I'm going to be picking up and reading All the Light We Cannot See. I'm 100 pages in, and it's around a 500-page book, so I'm about a fifth of the way in and really enjoying it. My husband's just coming down the stairs. Anyways, yeah, so I'm just gonna be reading this, and then if I wanted to, I could be listening to this on audio, just depending on my mood. But yeah, that's the plan, and I will let you guys know if I have any other updates, but I'll probably film a little bit at the pool, we'll see. Anyways, I'll check in with you guys later. So I just got back from the pool. It was so nice. It's 80, I think I mentioned this, but yeah, it's like 80 degrees outside. So it was the best. It was so nice to be in the sun and just, you know, that's the one nice thing about living in Phoenix is it's the middle of February or the beginning of February and it's still so nice outside. So anyways, let me update you guys on what I'm reading this week. So yes, I'm in the middle of All the Light We Cannot See. I started this a day early, so I started this on the last day of January for my Buddy Reads Discord group. And I am so enjoying this book. Sorry, I'm shaking you guys. I am so enjoying this book. It is so beautifully written. It's written in present tense, which I'm not used to. I don't know if I've read any books written in present tense before. It's very unique, and I actually really enjoy it. The chapters are very short as well, so it's just so easy to keep going on the pages. So I'm already like 130 pages into this. So yeah, I anticipate actually probably finishing this book this week. We'll see how that goes, but work is super slow because it is my final week and a half or so of work at my company. So obviously things are going to be wrapping up and they're not going to be assigning me more work. Okay, the other book I'm reading is a Julia Quinn book. I'm continuing my reads of her. I don't know why, but I'm always wanting to pick up a Julia Quinn via audio. I think it's because Rosalind Landor, like I've said every single vlog, I feel like, is just the best narrator ever. And so anyways, I am picking up Just Like Heaven. I'm about an hour in. It's like a 12-hour audiobook. I don't know why they're so long. I mean, honestly, but I listen to them at 1.25 speed. That's as fast as I can go. I can't listen any faster. But yeah, this book is the story of the first book in the Smythe Smiths quartet. So it's kind of like a Bridgerton sequel spin-off series. And basically, it follows this girl whose name is Honoria and Marcus, who are childhood friends, kind of. It's kind of like the childhood brother's friend situation where like her brother's best friend is Marcus when they're younger. And, you know, her brother is super annoyed by her because she's the younger sister and just wants to tag along with everything. But Marcus is really nice about it. And so anyways, yeah, it's very Bridgerton-esque. There's actually mentions of Gregory Bridgerton in this. It talks about how he's an eligible bachelor and how he's going to be attending some of the London Ton activities. And so yeah, it's like a perfect way to continue with kind of my Julia Quinn reading after reading On the Way to the Wedding. So yeah, I'm loving this so far. And also the only other book on my TBR currently and the one that I'm just continuing with, I'm just trucking through and really enjoying my time as I read it though, is The Count of Monte Cristo. I'm basically halfway at this point, so that's exciting. I'm about 600 and something pages, 630 pages in. I need to update my Goodreads because I think it still shows me as way less than that. But yeah, so enjoying this. He's finally met back up with Mercedes and she doesn't know who he is. And so there's kind of tension there. And I was like living for their meeting because you could tell she was just trying to be polite, but she was just kind of like, who are you? And he knew who she was from way back when. If you guys don't know the story, it's about this man who, you know, I mean, everyone knows this story, but basically he comes back from being sent to prison, out for vengeance essentially, and he's this rich count now. Literally, like, all the descriptions of how rich he is insano. I mean, he's so wealthy. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm just so enjoying this. The writing is beautiful. But yeah, I honestly will be focusing on this book this week. So yeah, prepare for some in-depth thoughts on this one. I don't think I'm going to be spoilery though, because obviously, like, I know there's still people out there that haven't read it, like I, you know, until now hadn't read it. So yeah, I'll try to be spoiler free. But other than that, yeah, just plans are for today to continue reading. Yeah. Hey guys, it's actually Thursday morning. Good morning. I'm so sorry that I haven't picked up my camera more early this week. I still plan on vlogging the rest of this week, but honestly, it has picked up at work unexpectedly. I have my last day at my job next Wednesday. And basically, in light of that fact, they're trying to get me to do a ton of work that has been put off, not on my end, but their end, right before I leave, like just to get it done. And it's quite annoying, honestly. I'm kind of just like, why can't my last couple days just be chill? It's okay though, it's fine. But I wanted to share with you guys something so awesome that happened recently. So there is a bookstore in Utah called Pioneer Book. It's in Provo, Utah. That was my favorite. It is still my favorite bookstore of all time. It's beautiful on the outside. I'll put a picture right here to show you guys how beautiful it is. It's got this like huge mural of books across their brick mortar outside. It's just gorgeous. Anyways, they have a reading challenge every year that they set out with bookmarks. And basically, if you complete the reading challenge, which is 50 books, and they have different prompts they have 50 different prompts for it. But if you complete it, you can submit it to them and they will give you $50 in store credit. It's crazy. It's such a good deal. And I have done it for 2 years in a row when I was living in Utah. Absolutely loved it. I actually didn't complete it 1 year because I don't read that many books. But then they told me I could double up on challenges. So that changed my whole game plan the next year. But anyways, so yeah, they posted on Instagram that they had their 2021 reading challenge bookmarks out and they showed the picture of them. And I was so freaking sad because I don't live in Utah anymore. And so I was sad that I wasn't going to be able to participate. And I commented on the post and I was just like, oh, this was my favorite thing when I was living in Utah. I wish I still lived there. And someone reached out to me and was like, hey, I'm actually going there later this afternoon. I'd love to pick you up one if you wanted, and I'll just mail it to you. And I just love little sparks of humanity like that remind you that there are good people in this world. There's good in this world and it's worth fighting for. Anyways, So yeah, they were so kind to me and sent me this bookmark right here. So yeah, this is the Pioneer Book 2021 Reading Challenge. They have a list of different prompts. Quite frankly, a lot of these prompts are kind of hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And honestly, cool that they have like very specific prompts. Like one of them is a popular book published in 1981. Very specific. Another one is a Native American author. Like, isn't that cool to have like very specific prompts like that? I just think it's awesome. So anyways, if you live in Utah, this is a really fun reading challenge to do. And hey, you get some store credit if you complete it, which is so cool. The dogs are being very rowdy today. Every time I turn on the camera, they decide they want to play. But anyways, so yeah, they sent me this, and then I was like, what the heck? What is this letter? Because it came in the mail. Oh my gosh, you guys, look what they mailed it in. And I'm like literally so embarrassed because I'm a millennial that doesn't use a letter opener. So I tore this thing apart, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, they went to this extra effort and I feel so bad. But look, they sent me like this Hogwarts letter. Like, this is like their stationery. I was like, what? This is so sweet. And they said, sorry, forgive the handmade envelope. The bookmarks were too long for regular ones. Oh, it just made my heart sing. And I feel so bad. Look how freaking beat up it is. I'm the worst. But anyways, that was like the fun thing I wanted to share with you guys, that I'm just like so excited about this reading challenge, and I'm really going to try to complete it. And then when I go visit my parents who live there, I can go to the bookstore and get some store credit. I think that'd be awesome, like around Christmas time. So that's my plan. But anyways, I just filmed my ginormous old school, romance book haul, which was so fun to film. And guys, these books, I am so excited about them. I am just so tempted to pick up one right away and just like see what it's like to read one of these old school historicals. But I won't, because I'm really enjoying All the Light We Cannot See. I really am, I promise. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue reading that today. Probably put work off because I'm leaving anyways and I don't care. Is anyone like that besides me? Have you ever been, a week or two out from leaving, from departing from your job and just have literally zero motivation? There's an Office episode about that actually, when Michael puts in his 2 weeks notice and Jim is like, you thought that Michael didn't work before? No. I can relate anything to The Office. But anyways, okay, that's my plan. I'm going to continue reading. Maybe get some work done. So I am still in the middle of reading All the Light We Cannot See, and I am almost 200 pages in, and I am absolutely floored by the characterization of the father of one of the main characters. Her name's Marie. She's blind, and the father to her, I don't know his name actually. I know they've mentioned it, but anyways, oh my gosh, he is such a good dad. Oh, it's like, it's getting me choked up almost, because she is not born blind. She ends up becoming blind, and so he helps her come to terms with her blindness and how to figure out the neighborhood. He maps out the neighborhood for her, like he whittles it on wood and like makes this whole, he just makes this whole town out of wood for her to feel and know where she is. And then anyways, he is just trying desperately to keep her alive in the midst of the craziness that happened in Paris during World War II, with all the bombings and everything. And so they're trying to be in this hideout right now, like outside of Paris. And there's this line in here that I wanted to share because I just literally was blown away by it. The writing in here is so beautiful. It says, "There is the humility of being a father to someone so powerful, as if he were only a narrow conduit for another greater thing. That's how it feels right now," he thinks, kneeling beside her, rinsing her hair, as though his love for his daughter will outstrip the limits of his body. The walls could fall away, even the whole city, and the brightness of that feeling would not wane. Oh my gosh, isn't that just so beautiful? Oh, I'm loving it. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue reading tonight. My husband is hanging out with his brother tonight, so I have the house to myself, and I am just gonna continue with this beautiful book. Good morning, everybody. So I am on a very exciting and impromptu mission today. I decided I wanted to go and see what the 3 closest to me little free libraries are like. I still have not checked them out. I feel terrible. There used to be a ton near me when I was living in Seattle, and I would check it out literally all the time when I would take my dogs on walks and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go check these out. I wrote down the addresses. And I also have this box or this bag of books that I'm going to be obviously donating to give back as well. So yeah, that's kind of my plan for this morning. I also need some sort of refreshment from Starbucks. We'll see what I decide on. But yeah, that's my plan, and I will show you guys once I'm done, or I guess I'll show you guys as I go what I find. So I just got back from doing my little free library tour. Yeah, it was actually really fun because I love seeing how everyone designs their libraries and the personalities. I don't know, it's so fun to see like how everyone, you know, incorporates their own style into all of these cute little posts everywhere. It's one of my favorite things. So yeah, I ended up dropping off around 15 books to the 3 various little free libraries that I went to. And I will say that because of the area that I live in, it's very, everyone here is retired. I'm honestly, me and my husband are one of the few that are not like that are less than 50 years old. And so I wasn't expecting to see a lot of like, I don't know, I just wasn't expecting to see, you know, amazing like new books. I saw a ton of thrillers and like legal thrillers and stuff like that in all of these little free libraries. So I didn't pick up a ton. I picked up 2 books though. 2 books that I am stoked. Like, I'm actually glad that I ended up delivering and donating more books than I took in. That always makes me feel good. And I'm actually glad that I didn't do more than these 2. Just because these 2 are really big. So I need to find room on my shelves for them. So that's going to be a little bit of an issue. But anyways, the first book I found, and I'm so excited, is True Colors by Kristen Hanna. So I have read The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna and loved it. It's a real well-loved World War II historical fiction book. Another book that I really want to read by her is Firefly Lane. The new Netflix show just came out, and I have yet to watch it, but I want to read the book first. I I don't know if I can hold off that long though, because yeah, the show looks amazing and it's trending. I think it's like #1 right now. Anyways, this book, however, follows 3 sisters and it's set in Washington State, which I'm so excited about. I know Kristen Hanna is from Washington, and I recently moved from there and miss it so, so much. And so if I can just kind of like love and get lost in the setting that I used to know and love, that would just be awesome. But yeah, 3 sisters, sounds like there's some sort of crime that happens that brings them all together in some small town. And yeah, each of them has kind of their own issues they're dealing with. So Kristen Hanna is known for her like relationships among women, among sisters or mother-daughter or situations like that. So let me know if you guys have read this. It's such a beautiful book. This sunset here reminds me of Arizona, actually. Just gorgeous. So yeah, I was so excited when I saw this in the first Little Free Library that I went to. The other book I picked up, and it is huge. They're probably so glad that someone picked this up so they can free up some space. And that is Lethal White by Robert Galbraith. So this is #4, I think, in the Cormoran Strike series. You guys know I've talked about this series before. I read Cuckoo's Calling, which is the first book in the series, last year and loved it. And so for Christmas, I ended up buying #2 and 3. So when I saw that this book was in that Little Free Library, I was so stoked because it's #4. So now I have 1 through 4 on my shelves. And it's huge. I know the 5th one that just came out is even bigger. So they just keep getting bigger and bigger, but that's okay. I'm not mad about it. This follows a detective named Cormoran Strike. I mean, I'm guessing that's him, right? Who solves crimes, and his assistant named Robin, who they kind of have like this like real slow burn romance happening between them, at least in the first book. I'm really excited to see how it progresses in the next few books. But yeah, and it's set in London, and Robert Galbraith, aka J.K. Rowling. And yeah, it's just so, I just loved the first book. I thought it was so well done. I don't read hardly any mysteries or thrillers. Like I don't read them at all. But this book, or not this book, this series, I'm super intrigued by. Basically for the romance, honestly. But I can read a good mystery and just kind of go with it. So it'll be fine. Let me know if you guys have read this one or any of the others in the Cormoran Strike series, because I'm obsessed. The next book is called The Silkworm. And yeah, I really want to get to it. So it needs to happen soon. I keep like, there's certain books, let me know if you guys are the same, but there are certain books that just like pop into my brain every once in a while that like, when they come in my brain, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to read that. I want to pick that up tomorrow. Like it happens a lot. There's like, and I'm almost tempted to get like a TBR trolley shelf cart thing just to put those books that keep popping in my brain just in there. So I like know and remember. Does that make sense? Even though they're on my shelves, very prevalent on my shelves, I still like, I don't know. I just think about them, I don't know, constantly. So random little tidbit. Okay, so my plans for today, it's Friday. I need to do some work, but I need to show you guys this because it's embarrassing, and it's kind of the rest of my plans for this vlog, honestly, is there's this giant pile of books here that I hauled for my old school romances haul that I need to figure out how to fit on my romance shelf here. And I'm honestly thinking about completely reorganizing this whole bookshelf here. I mean, it goes all the way up because I'm not loving how it's organized. I just need to figure out a better way to like organize by genre, I think, or like time period. So I honestly think that might be my plan for today, is to just kind of reorganize my romance shelf. Like, yeah, I'm just kind of frustrated by it. So I just need to like cleanse it and reorganize it. So that's my plan, and I will film it if I do that. You guys, I just finished. Oh my goodness. It took me about 2 hours. I completely like took off all of the books on my shelf. And then what I decided to do was I actually ended up culling some books here. I'm just not excited about some of these, so I just got rid of them. And then that gave me so much more room to play with. So I ended up organizing by genre and kind of like location. And so basically I reduced my romances to the bottom shelves here. Then I put my husband's books at the very top shelf. And then I had this extra shelf here to put all of my contemporaries. So like just contemporary anything. But yeah, so then what I did was I have my paranormals here. And then I have my Highlander stuff here that goes all the way to here. Then I have some really random stuff here. And then this is all my this is like my Civil War stuff. And then this is my Eugenia Price stuff. And then this is more Civil War. And then down here is kind of the same thing it was before. Lisa Kleypas collection. And then some other Regency books here. And then I go down and I have Julia Quinn, my Julia Quinn collection. Then I have just some randoms here. I love this cover, so I decided to show it. And this back. This back has been on in my videos a lot. But and then I've got my Texas stuff here. And then down here, I have my Judith McNaughts, and then I have my Lavrell Spencers, and I have the Fulfillment on the front because I want to read that one first, I think. And then I have more of my Western set books here, so like Montana or California or, you know, anything set Western is here. So that's kind of what I ended up doing, and I'm so happy with it. And it also ended up freeing up my fiction section here so that I could just display more of the books that I'm excited about. And anyways, I just think it looks so good. So I'm super happy with it. In case you guys are wondering if I read anywhere else besides my library, this is my other place that I love reading. It's just in my living room with the fire blazing and like a nice jazz ambiance video playing. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite thing. The dogs are chilling out. It's a good time. Hey guys, it's Saturday morning. Here's Butter. Someone commented on my video saying like they've loved seeing my dogs in the videos because it reminds them of one of their dogs that recently passed. And so that just made my heart like, oh, I honestly, this is maybe a weird thought, but I think about like how emotionally wrecked I'm going to be when that happens for me. It's inevitable, fact of life, but oh my gosh, I am gonna be a wreck. So my heart goes out to you if you've had a pet recently pass. It's so hard. I did not mean for this to be depressing. I'm so sorry. But yeah, sorry I'm back to this old, you know, this angle of me sitting on my couch or on my reading chair, but it's definitely the easiest way for me to vlog. So Hope you guys don't mind. I just thought I would wrap up the vlog here. It has been quite the eventful day for me. I have done a ton of chores. I vacuumed the whole house, which takes forever. And then I also took these dogs on a really long walk. And then I also edited my old school, they're right here, they're so cute. My old school historical romances book haul, which will go up before this vlog. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I read a variety of genres. I read historical fiction, historical romance, classics, literary fiction. I mean, I do read a lot of genres, but I do haul a lot of romances. Anyways, so let me like sum up what I've read this week and kind of how I'm feeling about the books I'm reading. So the book I've been listening to while I've done all of my chores, while I've walked them, etc., has been Just Like Heaven by Julia Quinn. This is the first book in the Smythe-Smith Quartet, and this is a brother's best friend trope, and they're childhood friends too. I've probably already summed up the plot in one of the clips, so I won't really like talk about it much. But the main hero in this book, Marcus, he ends up when he's trying to help Honoria get out of this sticky situation, he ends up tripping and breaking his leg, or not breaking it, but he can't move. I don't know what word that is. I'm losing my mind, but yeah, so he's stuck in bed, and so then Honoria is nursing him back to health kind of situation, and it's kind of like a shared bed at one point because she's so tired. She ends up just sleeping next to him, and she ends up talking to him while he's like really drugged up, and he still hears her, but like she doesn't know that, and she confesses a lot to him. It's really cute. It's kind of a slower moving plot, I'm not gonna lie. It's very yeah, it's just slow, but I actually am enjoying that. I kind of like a slow story sometimes, like a real just kind of character-based plot, not a lot happening. It's also fun because it mentions Gregory Bridgerton in here, and so it's been fun to like go straight from the Bridgerton series to this book, and then learning about the Smythe-Smith and the workings of them planning for the Smythe-Smith musicale that happens every year in the Ton, which is like this really talked about event because it's basically torture for everyone that goes because they're so bad. And like it's funny because Honoria knows they're bad and she still has to participate, and she like loathes that she has to participate, but she does it because it's family tradition. So it's fun. It's been really fun to read. I've enjoyed my time. I think I'll finish this probably sometime next week. I'm really close. I think I'm like 70% of the way done. So there's that. And then I'm also still in the middle of All the Light We Cannot See. Ooh, yeah, this is an emotional book. I am about a little bit more than halfway done. It's a really fast read. The chapters are crazy short. So it's really easy to just keep turning the pages. Sorry you can hear Lily freaking out. Sometimes she doesn't like me talking to myself. Anyways, so yeah, this book is really emotional. It follows a couple different characters. One of them is about a blind girl and her dad, and it is literally so cute. Like their relationship is adorable, but we know from the very beginning that she doesn't know where her dad is, and so I just knew the whole time I was reading that, like, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot, like, he is so he's so adoring of his little girl and wants to protect her and make sure she's okay, and make sure she can function in the world, even though she's blind. And anyways, the other storyline follows this man named Werner, who, he's not a man, he's a teenager, but he's actually part of this like elite group of kids who are basically like brainwashed. It's really terrible what they go through. But he has a special ability with mechanics and with radios, and so they've found that, and they're kind of like harnessing his skills. I'm not really sure how the two storylines connect yet, but I'm very intrigued and I want to keep going. So, yeah, I honestly might if I can, because I have the rest of the day to read. I've done all my chores, I've done all my editing. So the rest of the day, I'm just going to be reading this book. Who knows? I might be able to finish it. If I don't, I will finish it next week for sure. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's pretty slow moving, but like I said, I'm enjoying my kind of slower books right now. Like I'm not minding it, especially after reading Pillars of the Earth, which was very fast paced, even though it was so long. It's kind of nice to take a step back. So with all that being said, if you guys liked this vlog, please let me know. Kind of a chaotic vlog, but I don't know, I thought it was fun. And please like and comment. I reply to every single comment. And please subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye!